Okay, what we're going to talk about today is something called perimeter. Perimeter has to do with a shape. So if I see right here, I see a rectangle. It has 4 centimeters this way, 3 centimeters this way, 4 centimeters here, and 3 centimeters here. The definition of perimeter is the distance around a figure, or the sum of its side lengths. The distance around a figure, okay, so the distance around a figure, which is the same thing as the sum of each side. So if I were to add up this side with this side and this side and this side, I would get the perimeter. Think of it like a fence. If you were to measure how long your fence is, then it would be the perimeter. Or you could think of it if you take a shape and you take a string and you tie it all out on each corner, and then you pull the string and you measure how long is the string total, okay? So it's just adding up all of the sides to see how how long the distance is all the way around the figure. That's what a perimeter is. So for this rectangle that we see right here, we know to find the perimeter, we just have to add up all the sides. So 4 plus 3 plus 4 plus 3. They did it for us over here, and they got 14 centimeters. Because 4 plus 3 is 7, 4 plus 3 is 7, 7 plus 7, 14 centimeters. Okay, so let's look at a couple other examples over here. Here I have a rectangle. It has 4 inches this way and 8 inches this way. How would I find the perimeter? I would just have to add up all the sides. So 4 plus 8 plus 4 plus 8. Of course, there's a couple ways that you could try to solve that. You could do well, I know 4 plus 8 is 12, and I have 4 plus 8 here and 4 plus 8 here, so I could just add 12 plus 12, which I know already is 24. Okay, that's one way. Or maybe you wanted to add the eighths first, and you would get 16, and then you want to add the 4s, which is 8, and then you would add 16 plus 8. And you would still, 6 plus 8 is 14, and your answer would still be 24, either way. So doesn't matter which way that you solve that, but your answer would be 24, but not just 24. You can see here that we're measuring in inches. Make sure you add that part, not just 24. 24 what? 24 inches. 24 inches would be the perimeter of this rectangle. Now here we have a square. I know it's a square because every single side has the same measurement. Each side is 4 inches, which means that it's a square by definition. So I could just add 4 times. 4 plus 4 is 8. So I got this one and this one. Then I'm going to add 4 again. I know I'm kind of taking shortcuts because I know that you guys know how to do this, but here I'll just show you. 4 plus 4, this is the first 4, this is the second 4. Now we're adding the third 4 to that 8, and we get 12, and then we got to add 4 one more time. So 12 plus 4, if we add it one more time, we will get 16. So not just 16, but 16 inches. So the perimeter of this square is 16 inches. Let's go into some word problems and try to see if we can solve some word problems dealing with perimeter. Oops, I just showed you some answers because I was going backward. Example 1, Warren and his dad will build a fence in the backyard for his new puppy. Find the perimeter of the backyard. Okay, to find the perimeter, if you already know the side lengths, just add the lengths of the sides. In this picture, they show us the side lengths. We see that it's 12 meters this way and 9 meters this way. So all we have to do is add 9 plus 12 plus 9 plus 12. Okay, so it's just really up to you how you want to figure out the way that you're going to add those together. I'm going to try doing 12 plus 12 because it's easy to add doubles. Whoa, what did I just do? That was a mistake. Here we go. Oh, hang in there. Hold on. Sorry. Okay, 12 and 12. Well, I know 12 plus 12 already. Sorry, it's really bad handwriting. It is hard to write on my computer like this. 12 plus 12 is 24. And what else? 9 plus 9, I already know is 18. Because I know my doubles. Now I just have to add 24 and 18. 24 plus 18. Whew. Huh. Well, 8 plus 4 is 12. 2 plus 1 is 4. So my answer would be 42. But again, it's not just 42. The perimeter is 42 meters. Don't forget that part. That's your unit. It's really important. Okay? The perimeter is 42 meters. That means we would need 42 meters length of fence. That's how you know how much fence to buy. Okay, let's move on. We were correct. Example 2. Find the perimeter of the shaded rectangle. They want us to count the distance around the figure and then add the lengths. So this time, they just showed us a picture. They didn't tell us how long each of these are, but what they want us to do is count the units. So I'm going to get a little marker here to show you what to do with these ones. All you have to do is count. Each square is called a unit. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4 units this way. That's what they put right here. Obviously, this side is the same, 4 units. We don't even need to count it. We know it's the same. And let's go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's why they wrote 5 units right here. Obviously, the top is also 5 units. If the bottom's 5 units, the top is 5 units in a rectangle, okay? So we just have to add all those up. 4 plus 5 plus 4 plus 5. You could do 5 plus 5 is 10. 4 plus 4 is 8. 10 plus 8, 18. Add those up however you want to do that. Whatever makes sense to you. But again, it's not just 18, it's 18 units. They're not telling us if it's like a mile or a foot or a centimeter. They're just saying units, and that's okay. That's our identifier. That's our unit. In this case, it's just units. So that's how you find the perimeter of a shape when they don't show you that. If they put it on a grid like that, you can just count how many sides in these little tiny squares makes up one of the sides. Okay, let's check our work. 18 units is correct. Okay, so this is just, again, what we looked at already. Definition of perimeter. Example 3. Now this is where we start having to apply a little bit more thought. The perimeter of the figure is 33 feet. So look at this figure. First of all, it is no longer a rectangle, but finding the perimeter is the same. You just have to add up all the sides. But the problem with this one is that they don't give us all the sides. They tell us that we don't know how long this side right here is. It's question mark, right? That's our unknown. Sometimes when we have an unknown, we put a question mark. Sometimes we put an X, like we've learned. Basically, we just don't know how long it is. But we do know that the perimeter is 33 feet. So since we know the perimeter and since we know all the other sides, we can easily figure out what this one is. Okay, let's see how. They're going to at first write an equation. They're going to put 8 plus 6 plus 6 plus 9 plus question mark, which is all the sides here. See, 8 plus 6 plus 6 plus 9 plus question mark. This is just them adding up all the sides. And we know what it equals. The perimeter is 33 feet, so we have to say equals 33 feet. There's what we don't know right there, that question mark. So the way that they're going to solve this, since there's a lot of numbers here, we can add these up. So let's add up 8 plus 6 plus 6 plus 9. Well, 6 plus 6 is 12, plus 8 would be 20, plus 9 is 29. So that's why right here they have 29. That's all the sides except this one. We still don't know what this one is. So it's still 29 plus this little bit right here equals 33. Well, now we have to think. 29 plus what equals 33? We could count up from 29 to figure that out, right? We start at 29 and we start counting with our fingers. 30, 31, 32, 33. And I've got 4. I held up 4 fingers. So 29 plus 4 equals 33, which means that the unknown side length is 4 feet, since 29 plus 4 equals 33. So again, if I don't know what one of the sides is, just add up all the other numbers and then figure out what number needs to be added to get to our perimeter. And in this case, this would be 4 feet. Let's check our work. 4 feet is correct. Okay, so here's an example where it's not a rectangle, but they do tell us all the sides. So all we have to do here is add up the sides. 2 plus 3 is 5, plus 5 is 10, plus 6 is 16. I did that in my head. If you're able to do that, great. If you have to write it down, that's fine too. Let's check our work. 16 centimeters is correct. Here's another example with units. They don't give us numbers, but we can count them. This is different because there's more than 4 sides, but that's okay. All you gotta do is add those up. So let me get my marker here. I'm gonna get a nice color. Okay, ready? We're just gonna go all the way around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I just counted all the way around. I didn't even figure out which each of the sides are. I could do that if I wanted to. Let me do that in a different color. Just if I wanted to, I could say, well, there's 2 here, 2, 2 here, 2 here, 4, yeah, 4 here, 4 here, and 2 here. And then I could add up 4 plus 4 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. And I would get the same answer. I would get 16. Or you could just do what I did and count all the way around. Just make sure you mark where you're starting and stopping so you don't count one of the squares twice. Okay, let's check our work. 16 units is correct. All right, so we're going to stop right there. I want you to do your math homework. The page, I believe, let me see now on our little sheet here. 763. I want you to do page 763 for me. Let me know if you have any questions. You can ask me in the meet. Tomorrow, if you did have a question about some of that math work, do your best and good luck.